Hey friend, if you've ever sat alone at lunch while others laughed without you, if you've ever wondered why kindness made you a target, if you've ever promised yourself, one day, they'll see who I really am, this story is for you. It's not just about revenge. It's about reinvention. Aiden Clark wasn't the loudest in the room, or the fastest, or the strongest. He had thick glasses, braces for most of middle school, and a voice that cracked more than it spoke. But he noticed things. The way people treat those who can't fight back. The way pain makes people cruel and silence makes them brave in the worst ways. From third grade to senior year, Aiden was the target. Every hallway whisper, every shove, every cruel nickname. They called him Library Boy, because while others were out partying, Aiden stayed late in the school library, not because he loved homework, but because that was the only place he didn't feel invisible and humiliated at the same time. High school didn't get better. If anything, it got sharper, more subtle. Now it wasn't wedgies or spitballs. It was being the last picked for group projects, being ignored when he raised his hand, being laughed at when he mispronounced a word in class. He tried to change, bought new clothes, tried to joke like them, even joined the track team once, but quit after someone put "run home loser" in his locker. The worst part? He believed them. He started to believe maybe he was forgettable. Maybe success wasn't meant for people like him. Until one day, something shifted. Senior year. It was the last week before graduation. Yearbooks were being passed around. Everyone was writing inside them the typical stuff. Stay cool. Don't change. You're awesome. Aiden didn't expect anyone to sign his, but he brought it anyway. Quiet hope is the most dangerous kind. At lunch, he finally worked up the courage. He approached Caleb, the popular guy, the one who always had a crowd, always had something funny to say. "Hey," Aiden said, holding out the book. "Would you maybe want to sign?" Caleb smirked. "Sure." He took the pen, wrote something, handed it back. Aiden waited until he got to the bathroom, opened it. "Good luck being a nobody in college, too, Caleb." He didn't cry. He didn't rip the page. He just stared at it, then closed the book, walked home, and promised himself, "I'm done trying to fit into their world. I'll build my own." College was a different world. No one knew who he was. No one remembered Library Boy. Aiden dyed his hair, got contacts, took a public speaking class, nearly threw up before every session, but finished it anyway. He studied psychology, wanted to understand people, why they hurt each other, why pain becomes a personality trait. He interned at a tech startup. Didn't say much, but the CEO noticed how deeply he listened. "How do you catch mistakes the team misses?" she asked once. Aiden smiled. "Bullies train you to notice everything. It's survival." She laughed, but she promoted him a year later. By 24, Aiden was running a department. By 28, he'd launched his own company, a mental health software that used AI to detect signs of workplace bullying and toxic leadership in anonymous employee feedback. It was quiet work, but it saved people, and it grew fast. One afternoon, his assistant walked in. "HR needs you to approve the final round of hires for the new regional office." Aiden opened the list, froze. Caleb Morrison. Same guy, same name, different resume. Aiden clicked on it. Caleb had been laid off twice. His most recent reference wasn't glowing. But the guy had applied for a sales lead role. Aiden didn't feel anger. He felt nothing, which somehow hurt more. He called HR. "Set up the final interview. I'll take it myself." Caleb showed up in a too-tight suit, hairline thinner, smile forced. "Aiden, wow. I didn't know you were the one behind this company." "Most people don't," Aiden replied evenly. They talked. Caleb tried to sell himself, tried to be charming, but Aiden had heard it all before. Then he leaned back. "Do you remember high school?" Caleb blinked. Yeah, a little. "Why?" "You signed my yearbook once." "Oh," Caleb laughed. Hope it wasn't anything bad. Aiden held his gaze. You told me I'd be a nobody in college. The room went quiet. I don't remember that, Caleb said, voice cracking a little. I do, Aiden replied. But I'm not here to punish you. He stood. I'm here to offer you something you never gave me. What's that? A chance. Aiden didn't hire Caleb. Not because of the past, but because he wasn't the right fit. But he walked Caleb to the door, shook his hand, wished him well, and as Caleb left, shoulders heavy, eyes down, Aiden felt something rise in his chest. Not pride, not revenge, but peace. Because the goal isn't to make your bullies small. It's to become someone so whole, they no longer shrink your world. Aiden once believed pain was a prophecy, that he'd never be more than the echo of other people's opinions. But now, he walks into boardrooms where people hold their breath when he speaks. He leads a company that prevents the very thing that once nearly broke him. He became the boss, not to prove them wrong, but to prove to himself that what they tried to destroy was never theirs to define. Hey friend, if you're in that hallway right now, the one where laughter feels like daggers and silence feels like safety, you won't be there forever. The world is bigger than the names they call you. And the future is still yours to write. Let them laugh, let them doubt, but don't let them have the last word. Comment below, what part of his story hit you hardest? Share this video with someone who feels stuck in their past. Because sometimes the most powerful comeback is just one choice away. Subscribe for more stories that stay with you long after the screen fades. Because your pain has a purpose, and your story is not over yet.